Oh, it's been one of those weekends on the farm, full of a lot of work, but we're making some progress. This is an update on how the greenhouse is doing. As you recall, when we left off, we had put the floor in the greenhouse. Now I've brought in some lumber and some plywood. Boy, that stuff's expensive at $40 a sheet for OSB. I've also brought in the fan system, both the intake louver side and the exhaust side with the fan. The electric is all in now. It's just not wired up. So we got to take these, we got to punch a couple holes in the steel and kind of get this stuff going. So, make a starter hole and then cut a hole with the nibbler. I'll show you in a minute how the nibbler worked. It happens to be a very rainy day today, and we're getting water in the tool, so it's been a little bit difficult, but can't really beat the rain when you've had a drought for 4 or 5 weeks. As far as getting it in, it goes in just like that. Now, obviously, we silicone it in, and then I go to the outside and silicone it too. And then I make a box so that when the greenhouse three walls are insulated, this will still be, open for ventilation. And then the insulation will be on the outside of the box. It has some nice drain holes in these shutters. But again, I'll still, caulk all the seams and the cracks and try to make it as, sealed up as I can so that when, the air pulls in, it doesn't pull from the interior walls. It just pulls through the shutters. I intend to motorize this one so it'll open to let air in. And then over here at a high point, I'm going to blow, hot air out. And again, I'm using the nibbler for that. Again, it's raining. It's making it a little bit more difficult to cut the steel. It's a fairly decent steel. I believe it's a 28 gauge steel. It's just a nice pole barn steel on this lean, but it's working out really well. This lean again was kind of designed more for cattle, and I'm making it into a greenhouse. Remember, the whole front face is going to be clear, facing the south, getting the most amount of sun. And then the other three sides I'm going to insulate because we don't get a lot of sun on those sides, and we really have to use this very heavily in the deep, cold Minnesota winters, and we're tired of losing heat. So we're going to try to maximize. So there, this fan is going in. Obviously, this one has the circle to it because that's how the fan fits it. And it went in fairly easy. Again, we'll silicone that and make a box for it. And then I'm going to take the side off. This will be the west side of the unit. I'm going to take all the steel off this side, and I'm going to frame in for a door. And then I'm actually going to cut and put the steel back. Everybody's got a different way of doing this. Some people just cut out the door and rough frame it in with the steel in place. I've never found that to be that easy, and since I really want the door to, open well and be level and straight and all that kind of stuff, I just take the steel off and then I build the door frame. And again, the structural components of this wall aren't being touched at all. I'm literally just putting in a door, and the door isn't holding anything up. So, I'll put a header plate and stuff in, but it again is not a structural door in this short of a unit. So there are doors. A Menards door. It does have a screen and a window that opens in the front. It's just a steel door. It's an entry door. I've got a door lock here that I've had used on the farm for a while from other Morton barn building experiences. I don't know how I ended up with this extra lock, but I'm just going to chisel it in, make it fit, and try and make a nice door out of it. So I'll get this thing all in the way I need it. And again, the louver box there off to the side is all in, and that'll be the intake. The steel's all back on, and I did trim around the door for waterproofing sake. And then I got steel edging that I'm going to put on this bottom strip, and I'm also going to caulk all the way around the louver fan. Now, you could put steel edging around these louver fans too, folks. I typically don't because I find they vibrate and rattle and drive me nuts. So I just silicone those up. And then I'm going to build the front face wall, which is going to house what'll look like, metal paneling, but it'll be perfectly clear greenhouse paneling. And, obviously you block the sun wherever you put, a piece of wood to hold up the paneling, but I have to have some structure to hold it up. So I'm using 2x4s. I'm putting them in between the green treated posts, and then a 2x6 in the center just to give it some more rigidity. Because this is south facing and this is Minnesota, and we've been known to obviously have tornadic weather, which it won't probably hold up for, but I'm at least try and make it strong enough to take on, a 30 to 50 mile an hour wind. I don't think I can make it any stronger than that, folks. It's just the nature of the beast. I put in a couple, 18 by 18-inch paver stones for the doorway entrance. And then I turned around and started getting help from my family. And we whitewashed the outside of where we're going to eventually put the paneling up. Now, the whole entire greenhouse is going to get whitewashed inside when I'm done. But I still got insulation. I've still got wiring as far as switches and lights and outlets to put up. And I still have the OSB to put up. But eventually everything inside is going to turn white. I'll keep you folks updated as we go, but this will be the south side. This will be where all the light comes in. And hopefully this thing turns out wonderful, and it'll be twice as strong as the previous one that we had that we lost on the farm. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe and keep following our channel.